What's up, everybody? Got another 1440p external monitor video for you today. Now it's on the right GPU. We're doing full screen for whatever reason that works all of a sudden, and at 1440p. So now let's move over to the quality. Now I'm doing a custom here. This is how I have it set up to be pretty much the best FPS and visuals. The only way to get a little bit better FPS, I would say, is if you turn the ray trace reflections off. When the game still looks great without them, but I want to leave them on for the first portion of the video. Towards the end, I'll do a little bit of ray tracing completely off. Alright, and then in the advanced settings here, where I am going to use FSR, ultra quality. But, alright, let's move into a benchmark now. Alright, and the benchmark, we got a minimum of 44, which is bull. It was actually 60. And at the very end of the benchmark, every time it always drops to 38, 40, 30. So, absolute nonsense. So, anyway, though, our average was 80, and our max was 98. We did 4908 frames rendered at 1440p, 165 Hz. With our own custom settings. So let's move on to gameplay. Okay, we're starting up the Far Cry 6 1440p gameplay here. Again, we're going to do ray trace reflections first, but then we'll turn it off at the end for a couple minutes to show you what kind of FPS you can expect if you don't want to use any ray tracing. But if you want pretty decent FPS with decent high settings, you're going to have to turn FSR on. But game still looks great on FSR Ultra quality, so I'm okay with that. That's what it's there for. Yeah. We're just at the, we're just starting right after the first video I made for Far Cry 6. So, luckily we're not just going to be doing the same thing over and over again like last time. I'm going farther in the game now. I just wanted to keep things equal for all the different resolutions and settings, and or not resolutions, but all the different graphics settings. Alright, let's go up here. Like, shit is really hitting the fan, whatever's going on here. Alright, do we have anything useful around? No? Alright, well, let's go up the ladder. I don't think he cares if you have money. He's way more scared of the dictator running this place, I think. He don't need your money. Alright, we can jump. Damn. Jeez. Alright, well, let's get the heck up this ladder. Screw that.
Johnny, over here. Another zipline.
Alright, screw that. Zipline out of here. Yep, let's go. We dropped all the way down to 52 FPS back there. Hopefully a couple game patches for the game itself will make performance a little better too. Man, he just hit that kid in the freaking gut with the back of a machete. Huh, that's interesting. It didn't seem to record their voices? Everything else is working? That is peculiar. Oh well, whatever. Alright, no, there's talking, it's just not very loud. Alright, well, I think it's about time to move on to some camera gameplay now. Alrighty. Now we're to the camera section.
Shit. Pistol's empty.
Empty pistol.
Need to find that camp.
What do we got? Do we have any good loot to find? But yeah, if you wanted the FPS to stay over 60 all the time, you could probably just turn off DX or ray tracing altogether. I figured people would like to at least see the ray traced reflections at 1440p, so I left those on, but I'd probably turn that off if I was going to play this game at 1440p. Just to get a little bit higher FPS. Would probably be up into the 80s all the time. For the most part, I would guess. Anything in here? Oh. Okay.
Blue armband. Must be Libertad.
Alright.
Lo siento. Your family will probably never know what happened to you.
More parts.
Shit, who's shooting? Better stay quiet.
Yep, let's be quiet. Last thing I want to do is get into a firefight with no ammo.
It's the stink of the traitor, all rotten on the inside. How did I know you were scavenging for the attack? I smelled it. That's why you died. Now I'm going to call you soon. You are going to be slowly.
Yeah, no. How does that feel after talking all that shit to a dead body, huh? You guys have the awareness of a frickin', like, I don't even know. You have no awareness.
What's this? Could be pistol.
Ah, I thought this was one of those things where you could drop them in the little case so people wouldn't see, but I guess what's the point when there's two other dead bodies back there? Haha.
Get to Libertad. Steal a boat. Sail the fuck out of Yara. Easy. And now I'm talking to myself.
Whoa, hello.
Fuck.
Wow, that was a drop down to 49 FPS there.
I plan to be a guerrilla.
Ooh.
Been a while since I used one of these.
Oh. Hit the wrong button. There we go.
Lara doesn't want visitors. Gonna show your face before you shoot me? I'm Danny, a friend of Lita.
It seems like all cutscenes are 30. Alright. Wanted to get a little bit of on-screen gameplay footage here with the ray trace reflections off now.
I attacked this archipelago with a man named Juan Cortez. He Get down to that village and bring me Cortez.
Cortez.
I hope for your sake he's sober.
Alright, let's go find him then. Ooh, another chest. Huh. Now I probably should have put that on, but I was way too excited to be like, oh cool, I have a new gun. So I'll have to put that armor on later on. But yeah, we're getting much better FPS now that we've turned all the ray tracing off. And it still looks great. Ray tracing on AMD just doesn't usually work that great, unless you're okay with suffering the performance hit. Besides Cyberpunk, so far it's never made a game completely unplayable. But I could always definitely tell it made a big hit, every game I play where I turn ray tracing on usually takes a big dip in performance, at least with AMD. Even with NVIDIA it does. Alright, learn how to holster my weapon. Super easy. Alright, we put that away so we don't look like a super ultra terrorist. Alright. I'd say it's time to move on to camera recorded gameplay now, with ray tracing off. Alright, now just doing a little bit camera gameplay here. I just wanted to turn ray tracing off and get a little gameplay screen recorded and camera recorded just to show you guys once you turn off the ray tracing, this game is absolutely insanely good FPS. And all the other settings are the same, just all I did was turn off ray trace reflections. Oh, I got a fast travel location now.
That looks like a one.
Yep. And all the cutscenes are always 30. But whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a cutscene.
Leave the bottle. Let's work for you. De nada. What? Oh, you listen. Rule 16. The Guerrilleros revolution never ends. Always another war, another cantina, another ugly bartender.
Juan Cortez,
What do they gave it away, what?
Huh. It's a pet alligator.
Okay, so Aguero.
Clara, something to find you.
See.
But alright, let's move on to the next game. Okay, moving on to Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We're going to be playing at 1440p. Full screen. We've got the correct GPU being used. We're not going to be using any, or too high of anti-aliasing. 2x is enough for 1440p in my opinion. Now let's look at the graphics. Again, we're doing custom. Texture Ultra. 16 times anisotropic. Ultra Shadow. No ray tracing here. And I turned motion blur off, but... Alright, let's run a benchmark now and see how it does. Alrighty. We got 15,246 frames rendered with an average FPS of 97. Minimum was 75. This was the CPU game. Max was 203. Average was 142. 95%, 106. The CPU, or GPU, or the CPU render was 85, 192, 115, 90. But alright, let's move on to gameplay. Okay, moving on to the on-screen Tomb Raider recording here. Oh, well, that wasn't good. I don't think I jumped quick enough. Whatever, we got it this time. I was too concerned with getting the recording started and whatnot. I probably could have just recorded it and then jumped. And I wanted to use the controller. I'm better with this controller. Alright, boom. Alright. Sounds like it's puzzle time again. Alright, what do we got here? Alright. We cut that. We don't need that to be attached, because I'm sure we got to use that for something. Alright, let's go push this down, because I'm sure this has something to do with getting it unstuck. Something heavy would definitely get it unstuck. Alright, now... how do we get it the right way? Because I have a feeling that it's not going to let me attach it to that and pull it unless I can turn around. Huh. That should aim it up pretty much perfectly. Oh, now it's trying to tell me something, but I think I was too busy trying to do my own thing. Nope, that's not what it wanted me to do at all. Nope. Close. Yeah, I still haven't figured out yet that I was supposed to attach it to this thing up here. Well, I figured I was supposed to do that, just a matter of how, because I wasn't reading the rope tethering thing. Alright, that's how we move it once we have a rope connected. That's probably how we'll drag it up here. Alright, yeah. I think this is where I finally read the thing pretty soon here. Yep. I think I paused there and stared down at the rope tethering thing, so now we're going to try to do that right. There we go. But I hadn't figured out yet that you have to rotate the dang thing. So I came up here and tried to...
The cart
yeah,
would
that
tip
makes
over if
sense.
I reeled it in.
But I don't think there's any way we can push it. So let's cut that. No, let's put that back. Don't know why I tried that. That's got nothing to do with nothing. Ooh, stuff. Well, if I missed that chest there, I'm probably just overthinking something here. Or not, let's see. No. That's not what we want to do. That's not going to work. We're going to tip it over no matter what. I don't know why I tried this so many times. Okay, there's nothing around there. Let's see. Nothing else I'm messing up on the ceiling, right? We know we gotta bash it into that stuff. But, alright, this is getting pretty long. I would say let's move on to the camera portion, or camera recorded portion, and then we can figure this out. Okay, camera portion of the gameplay. Still trying to figure out this puzzle. Alright, the only thing I haven't tried yet... Alright, now does this do anything? Oh. Spin that around until that other thing is aiming at us. Like that. That should work. Alright. Alright. Now we'll just bring this thing all the way up here, cut the rope, and I'm sure that bell will get dislodged. Alrighty. Sweet, figured it out. Definitely wasn't a lot of time for that jump. Okay. Huh. There we go. Figured there had to be a way. There's nowhere else to freaking go. Whew, that was not cool. Alright, press LT or RT to rappel down flammable walls. Cool. I was gonna say, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get down there.
Jonah, there's a mural here. It shows a box. Inscription says, the silver box of Ishar. That must be what's in the hidden city. This is a Maya myth. It says the box will summon the god Kukulkan. Wait, there's more. Looks like a series of cataclysms. A tsunami. A storm. And an earthquake. Volcanic eruption. Well, in my belief, Kukulkan is the god of creation and destruction.
What do we have here?
Looks like the Hydra constellation. The stars seem out of alignment.
Oh, cool.
Jonah, I found a dagger. There's an inscription. The key to Isha's heart unlocks the cleansing.
Okie dokie.
Trying to get hold of this.
Uh-oh. Do we dare take it? Yep, I figured this was gonna be like some Indiana Jones shit. Moving on to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We'll be running it at 2560 full screen, no VSync, normal resolution render scale. Let's go take a look at the graphics now. We're going to do anything medium, don't need it high. Wheel details high, clutter very high, shadows high, volumetric clouds high, water high, screen face reflections high, or on, environmental textures high, character textures high, depth of field high, and no motion blur. Now let's run a benchmark and see how it does. Alright, benchmark time here. We got an average of 74, a minimum of 35, and a max of 124, with a 1% low of 50 and a 0.1% of 41. And I think it did pretty good. It looked pretty smooth as I was watching it. I didn't even see that 35, to be honest with you. But alright, let's move on to gameplay now. Alright, now we're in the gameplay portion here. Try to sneak in here without being noticed. That almost never works well for me, so. Alright, we'll just set a trap. Alright, survey the area. Alright. If we go in there, we'll set off those skulls and everybody will hear me. Alright, there's a decently powerful guy sitting up there. Let's see if we can just walk in the front door over here. Doesn't really look like anybody's watching it. Alright, let's go try to assassinate this guy. Alright, ooh, raspberries. Alright, we can loot him, grab some arrows. Set another trap just for fun. Alright, ooh, looks like there's people sleeping in that building. Yeah. Runs this pretty damn well. Assassinate this guy. More traps for whoever finds him. Jump out the window. And we'll just chill in the tall grass here where people can't see me. At least not easily. Where can we climb up where we won't get noticed? Looks like two people have a beer or something up there. Nope, something saw me. Ooh, it's a dog. Somebody else came in here because of the dog bark. That wasn't smart of him, though. And we'll take you out too. Sounds like that dog is pissed off at me. Let's just try to rehide ourselves. Alright, let's get rid of this dog. He's gonna keep messing around with me and barking and getting people alert. It's a shame you can't assassinate the dog. Alright, and now we can disappear. I like how he says that right as I disappear out of sight and get away from him.
Stay sharp.
Haha, another one of you fell for my trap. And then we can get rid of you. Now this guy wants me to pay for my sins, but I don't want to pay for my sins. Leave me alone. Go away.
Put an arrow in the dog.
Sharp.
Missed corpse.
Sorry, I'm too quick for you. That sword of yours is just a little too heavy. Got him. Let's finish him off real quick. Alright, there's one of those quick guys.
You won't escape!
Maybe, maybe not, but let's duke it out. Where'd you go? Get back here. You slippery little bastard. He's got the same strategy I do. Oh, there he is.
That's enough.
It'll never be enough. Ow. Stop poking me. Ow. Your smoke doesn't work when you're already, like, stuck in a corner, buddy. But let's move on to camera gameplay now. Alright. Ooh, we can loot. I love loot. Alright, what do we got here? Jump over the... No. There we go. Alright, can we sneak up on this guy? Yep.
Wait a second. You're finished.
Take that, man of arms. Well. Screw you, dude. Ow. Ow. Screw you, dude. Ow. Oh, they're shooting me with a dang thingy. Ow. We're gonna go down here. And we're gonna go fucking kill that thing because it's pissing me off. Oh, never mind. There we go. That's all I really wanted. Had to get him before I died. Yeah, no more Goliath. Alright, I don't even know how many people are left, but we'll just set traps on both of these guys. Ooh, are those some arrows? I could absolutely use some more of those. Quests, huh? Alright, we'll deal with that more later. Alright, man, where's that last target at? Ooh, more arrows. I want more arrows. I don't know why I'm sneaking around. I must have been one of those people I killed earlier. Nah. Awesome loot. Oh, did I forget to loot this guy? I did. But, alright, that about does it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And until the next one, peace out, guys.